In a world increasingly conscious of our environmental impact, one question echoes louder each day. How do we nourish a growing population without sacrificing our planet? Welcome to Sustainable Table Feeding the Future, a journey into the sustainable food.
When you go to the Mensa, it's okay, you get your food on a plate and don't have that much waste for stuff like this. If you buy some bread, then you can choose if you want to get packaging or stuff like this, and if you don't get it, you don't have to waste it. Do a longer gap, like if you come in half an hour before ending, you get half the price of the food. Maybe if you expand that gap, more people would go to the Mensa and eat stuff. Because like €5 for food, it's okay, but it's still €5. And if you want to eat every day at the Mensa or 2 times a week, it's quite pricey. So they will have their overlooks at how much they produce a day and how much people are gonna eat it and stuff like this. But I think if you have the opportunity and you see, hey, there's a lot of stuff left, go there, say, hey, it's half a price and you can go eat it. I think there are a lot of students who would like to eat stuff at the Mensa for quite a good price.
The food that comes back from the guest. And this one, there's German law, so I cannot really change it. I have to throw it away. In the first step, I have to reduce this. And that's what we do. We make the small portions, or we actually do, for example, takes the duck as a whole. Then he actually gets like cabbage, like one small part. And if he wants more, he just says, yeah, please some more red cabbage, or may I have some more sauce? So this is a normal, we just bring more of the side dishes. This is what we do in general. So we have to follow this rule. On the other hand, let's say we've got a big catering, a big event coming up, and let's say we've got good mashed potato, and we thought we need 8 big boxes of it, and we realize, oh, there are less guests, so we actually can use this for ourselves, for our food. So we all eat together here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then obviously we can use every product that we have in our restaurant. The last one, actually, this one is in the production already, and there's basically no waste. The production is really interesting. If you have this kind of restaurant like here, and you think about an entire animal, most of the parts we can actually use in here, or all of them that we get delivered. So this means that you will have really good filet for the gourmet restaurant, but also you've got some shoulders or some legs that you actually cook long time. You have got some really nice braised food and stuff like this. So the food chain of this one, there's basically no waste in our restaurant. If you do your carrots or whatever, you put this all into cooking our own sauces. From this point of view, the percentage is really, really high.
I actually experienced the old Mensa as well, when it was not sustainable or not organic, so to say. I think it's really unsustainable that the plastics, I mean, for example, if you get iced coffee, if you get iced coffee over there, we still have these plastic cans. So there's not really an option to get it like to-go box or something like that. So this is like, especially for iced coffee, iced latte macchiato, iced cappuccino, you only get it in a plastic bottle, and this is bad. So this should be changed, yes.
As we delve deeper into the concept of the food circular economy, we uncover a revolutionary shift in the way we produce, distribute, and consume our nourishment.
For Mensa, I'm really interested in knowing what happens to the food that is not consumed by students every day and where it goes. I think that's a really simple and first question. I don't have the answer today. I'm not sure whether you do. But I think that's something that I would love to see, like where does the food waste go to? Plus food is also, it gets bad really fast. So I would also like to know, can this go to other people, or does this all have to go to the landfill? For food waste in the Mensa, I think I will be really interested in knowing what happens to the food that is generated every day that we don't finish.
For example, the CO2 footprint can be reduced. So if the Mensa, for example, offering one piece of food and you reduce CO2 emissions by percentage by taking that food instead of regular food, that would be helpful. And also, for example, when you get 10 meals, then you get 1 for free, something like that.
It's probably 12 or 13 years, we are already organic certified. So this means, in general, already over 10 years ago, so before a decade, we actually thought about where do we get every food and what is actually our supply chain. And this is what we think as a restaurant, it is more important. So you have the contacts to your local suppliers. You know where your food is actually from. You know how it's grown. You know what kind of supplements they give or especially do not give. When I meet a local farmer and we actually have a good chemistry and we know that we can work together. Let's take, for example, here in Hamburg, is a farming part, it's called Heidehof. They are really like one step ahead of the normal farming. For example, they do no-dig gardening. So this means they actually take care of the soil, they don't destroy it and stuff like that. So really, in the end, they have to create a product that we like, that they like, and that the people like. And that's what we try to improve every week, every month, every year. We try to find partners and partnerships to improve actually the food or the stuff that is growing. This is an important part. But on the other side, just to comment on this, we cannot only buy local. It does not work.
Raising awareness of food saving, a powerful force reshaping our relationship with food and nourishing the world. Together, we spread the message of food sustainability.
For us MIBA students, being in a bubble, of course it's, yeah, we want to eat sustainable food. But I think for general students, it's just that it's a familiar place where they've already been before. There's a responsibility for sustainable food. And I think we can also create a lot of impact by offering sustainable food to others and letting them try how it actually tastes and what the difference is.
When you just walk around the trays where the leftover food is given up, sometimes you really wonder, okay, what's going to happen to that, because some plates are like really full still. So I think there must be some way to collect it and still use it.
I guess the Mensa reaches a lot of students here in the university every day. I see people standing in front of the Mensa looking at the choices and what to make on the boards. So people do pay attention to what's being sold at the Mensa. They probably also think about the types of food. So for the Mensa, if they can give some information perhaps about like how the food is sourced, whether it's sustainable or not, students will pay attention to that. So they can do a little bit more to educate students, and I think it will work.
I think it's really important for us to have a better look at sustainability here in this university, especially in life. So I try to consume like bio products and stuff like this when I have the opportunities. I think it's really important.
Wir wollen unsere Kunden nicht dazu zwingen, sondern überzeugen. Also wir verwenden viel Energie auf die Entwicklung von vegetarischen und veganen Gerichten, dass wir wirklich da ein gutes Angebot haben. Und der Anteil der Flexitarier bei uns in den Mensen ist sehr hoch. Und die möchten wir gerne eben halt durch ein gutes Angebot dazu überzeugen, zum vegetarischen Gericht zu greifen, als zu dem Gericht mit Fleisch. Und das war schon immer. Und ich finde, da sind wir eigentlich auch ganz gut geworden. Zeigt ja auch Mensa Blattwerk, das ist ja die vegetarische Mensa, die wir letztes Jahr eröffnet haben. Da ist ja die Kundennachfrage sehr, sehr gut und ich finde, das Angebot ist da auch gut. Und da versuchen wir eben halt nah an unseren Kunden zu sein, dass wir da ein attraktives Angebot haben. Wir listen auch immer viele neue vegetarisch-vegane Produkte, dass wir die einfach gut verkaufen und nicht mehr so viele Produkte mit Fleisch. Also so versuchen wir da durch unsere Rezeptentwicklung zu erreichen, dass der Kunde sagt, ja toll, das ist ein leckeres vegetarisches Rezept, das kaufe ich doch lieber als das Rezept mit Fleisch. Ja?
Once in a year, follow our Green Table initiative, and we actually do a zero food waste or zero CO2 footprint initiative. And then we actually show people with the little table standing thing and say, hey, this is a special dish especially for you in the next 4 weeks. So this is one thing to promote it.